Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody is having a great weekend. So, this video, I wanted to check in and see what Miss Critical K has been up to. She has been following the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. And as always, Miss Critical K, she never disappoints. She is rooting for, guess, yeah, Amber Heard. Go figure, right? I never thought I could find somebody more annoying than Critical K until I made myself watch this 4-hour live with this panel guest that she had. Oh, it was hard to watch. Like, I wanted to pour acid over my eardrums. That's how bad it was. I couldn't even believe I was watching it. And I'm like, man, just let Critical K speak. Like, I wanted to hear what the heck Critical K had to say. She really didn't get much in this 4-hour stream. You don't very much hear what Critical K has to say about it, as this panel guest kind of took over. But what you do hear from Kay is she's pretty much agreeing with what this panel guest is saying, that Amber Heard is innocent and Johnny Depp is this vile monster and he's part of this Hollywood mob that has drawn up this big circus and convoluted plan to destroy Amber Heard because he has all these Hollywood ties. And, she's just this, Amber Heard's just this innocent girl and she came from nothing. And, she don't know anybody. She don't know the ins and out of the Hollywood scene. So it's just this young girl who's out on her own and trying to fight back against evil Hollywood. That's what this stream was about. So I'm going to help you out so you don't have to watch it. I'll help you out here. This woman talks as if there's this almost like a conspiracy. There's a lot of conspiracy talk. There's a lot of no facts, no proof. She says, she hammers it in that the reason no one is believing Amber Heard is because they haven't actually took the time to truly investigate and to read the transcripts. So that's why everyone still has their blinders on. But she took the time and she read all these transcripts. So now she's the one and only who knows the truth, and she's trying to go on this quest to get other people to, just read the transcripts, which is said about 100 times, as well as she's a Republican, she's usually on the right side. I mean, I want to apologize because I can kind of tell this lady gets off, she'll go on a tangent speaking about totally other stuff. She would ramble. And I know that I have a tendency to do that myself. So therefore, if I ever do that in a video, I want to apologize now because I was just usually Kay is pretty good about getting things back on topic, not letting it go so far. I don't know. It was a hard stream to watch. Um, the way they villainized Johnny Depp was, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's because Kay's taking her usual approach and just doing what she always does, or if Kay truly believes that. I do think this Jennifer lady does. I really do. I think she believes every single thing she said. What bothers me about these transcripts, though, because I read these transcripts. I read all of it. And guess what? I still believe Amber Heard is wrong. I do not believe Amber Heard is this poor, defenseless little girl who is overpowered by this 50-something old man who's this conniving monster who has all these mob tie, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Everything in those transcripts was he said, she said. There's no proof, and that is my problem. Where is the proof? I'll tell you where the proof is. The proof is in the videos, because videos don't lie. Watching the way Johnny and Amber carry themselves on the stand is big. I mean, it's signs too. Like when you watch Johnny, and I'm not even a fangirl, okay? I'm like completely in the middle because I didn't even really know who Amber Heard was. I knew Johnny was because movies he's been in, but I'm not a big fan of Johnny Depp. I mean, he's okay, I guess, but nothing crazy, you know, like, so I would say I'm unbiased. With this lady was definitely not unbiased. Another thing I took from this panel, why I say she wasn't unbiased, is because she has dealt with this Jennifer lady who was on Critical K's panel on the Just K channel that Critical K now has up. She's not supposed to, but herself was in this abusive relationship. And so a lot of the times when you hear her talk about, you know, Johnny Depp abusing Amber Heard, she would take from her own personal, you know, emotions and her memories. And listening to this lady talk, you would almost think, and just because you talk and your words come out with so much strong conviction doesn't mean it's facts. And you can tell she strongly feels the way she does, but it's almost like she put her own self in Amber Heard's shoes. So when she's talking so strongly about this case, it's almost like she's talking about her ex and her. So I don't want to go on too much about the case in general because everybody's covering it. But a few things that really stuck out to me, and I guess I should have said from the begin with, if you don't know what's going on, which I do not know how you wouldn't, Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard in a defamation lawsuit for $50 million and a countersuit by her for like $1 million. I guess because during the whole Me Too movement, she states that Johnny has been so abusive, mentally, physically, sexually, any type of abuse this woman has endured by the hands of Johnny Depp. She wrote an article about it, pretty much defaming his character, because who in the world would want to work with someone after that? You are pretty much covering up and supporting an abuser. Amber knew if she gave out these accusations, these horrible accusations, I mean, again, physical, mental, sexual abuse, that Johnny was going to be blacklisted in Hollywood. And I want to add, this is a complete slap in the face to anyone out there who has truly been abused, to those who have felt silenced. This just makes everything completely worse. Again, it's just more of a reason for people to look at you and not believe you. That's something that has always bothered me, even with the Me Too, because that was it was such a big stand for these women to find the strength within themselves to stand up against these people who hurt them. It gave them a voice. But you have people like Amber Heard who use that to attack and tear down others. They use it as a defense to destroy in favor of themselves. Not because they've really been hurt or harmed, because they want to get revenge. So I think this is why Johnny, I mean, he had no other choice. To me, I felt like everything that came out had already been out. I mean, you couldn't really go any further down. It's not like he could, the only thing he could do is just put everything out there and, sorry guys, and let, the viewers and the people decide of what was true and what was not. But some things that really stuck out to me in Amber's case is she speaks a lot about, how abused she was. This wasn't just a little slap in the face, a push, a shove. The way she speaks to about Johnny is, he drugged her throughout the house. He would punch her nose till her nose would be swollen and bloody. He'd punch her in her lip would be split. He's punching her in her head. There's one incident where there's broken glass and she states that there's cuts all over her body. December 2015, she's being beat so hard and she's fearing for her life that he's bashing in her nose and there's blood everywhere. There's blood splattered all over the walls. And every time he knocks her down, she gets back up and he knocks her down again. And while she's down on the ground, she looks at him and she states, "Oh, you're such a tough guy, aren't you?" To me, that's just me, and this is my opinion. I don't feel like that sounds like someone who is fearing for their life. I feel like if you were fearing for your life, you wouldn't egg that person on, because all that's going to do is, "Oh yeah, bitch," it's just going to make things worse. So that don't make sense to me. And finally, I feel like even to this very day, Amber Heard is still playing mind games with Johnny, even to this very day in that courtroom. So again, I ask, does that seem like a woman who is so fearful for her life? Another incident arose that the security guards walked in and Amber Heard was screaming on the phone, "Stop, Johnny, stop, don't hit me, Johnny, Johnny, stop." And the security guards claimed that Johnny is like 20 feet away. So this is Amber doing doing a Gone Girl thing. If you've never seen the movie Gone Girl, you should watch it, because that's what this reminds me of. So, and then when she realizes she's caught because these security guards walked in, she puts on the tears. She starts crying and puts on this show for the security guards. Well, some could say the security guards are going to say whatever in Johnny's favor because, Johnny's the one who pays them, which is what Critical K and this other lady speak a lot about. A lot of people in Johnny's defense are paid by Johnny. So, of course, they're going to be yes men. That's their point. But the main thing I noticed was listening to them both on stand, which I know they're both actors and actresses, and Johnny is a great storyteller. You can tell, when he tells you, when he walks you through what happened, you can almost feel like you're there, like you can see what's happening. But another thing, and I know he talks very slow, which that's his normal speech, so that's nothing different coming from him. He's always talked the way he is on that stand. He's really thinking about what he's saying, and you can tell that because he knows that everything's going to be picked apart, whatever he states. But you can tell the emotion when he's remembering something. You can feel the emotions coming from him. Versus Amber Heard, when she is on the stand, And she's recounting these, stories of, getting her face bashed in and drug around and just horrible, which is crazy that there's barely any marks. Again, she states that, he would hit her in places where people wouldn't see the marks, which is a lot of times what abusers will do. They'll grab you up from the back of your neck. They'll hit you in the head where you can't see the marks. But the way she states it is busting her lip, busting her nose, cuts all over her body. You wouldn't be able to hide that, not with enough makeup in this damn world. It's really hard to believe that. Do I think they had a toxic relationship? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Do I think she played mind games and is a manipulator? Absolutely. Yeah, I do. When you hear her telling the stories, you don't feel the emotion behind her like you do Johnny, especially speaking of something that was so, scary time in your life where you felt so vulnerable. You would think there would be some kind of emotion behind that. You could say she's numb to it. I don't know. Have you been following the story? I didn't really want to get too much into what's going on with the court case. Only that, of course, Critical K, and she's going to be doing another video, another stream in the next few days. She's done a few already. But of course, she is defending Amber Heard. So let me know what you guys think below. Have you been watching this case? What is your thoughts surrounding it? Let me know below. And if you haven't already, give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button. That would be great. Hit the notification bell because you just never know when I'm going to go put a video out. And as always, until next time, please stay safe. Bye, guys.